Hello everyone. We are in chapter 8, that is respiration and circulation of Maharashtra State Board. In all the previous parts, we had completed all the subtopics of the Maharashtra State Board related to respiration. And since last part, that is part 10th, we are studying circulation. Now, in the last part, that is part 10th, we are we have studied circulation in animals, basically types of blood vascular system. Okay, and in that types of blood vascular system, we have studied open blood circular system and closed circulation. Okay, so let us proceed with the closed circulation. Okay, types of blood vascular system. Last time we had studied that there are two types of blood vascular system: open circulation and closed circulation. Now in last part, that is part 10, we had already studied open circulation in detail. Today we are going to deal with closed circulation. Now what exactly is closed circulation? When blood is circulated all over the body through a network of blood vessels. So when the body, it has network of blood vessels. Blood here, it flows into a tube like structure which are called as blood vessels. So such type is called as closed circulation. Now in this type of circulation, as I said, that blood flows within the blood vessels and does not comes in direct contact with the cells and body tissues. Obviously, yes, as you know that blood vessels are present. What are blood vessels? They are the closed tubes. So when blood flows in the closed tubes, there is no direct contact with the cells and body tissues. If you remember, in open circulation, we had studied that when blood is given from the heart, it goes into a cavities. That cavity was called as hemocoel. Yes, and this hemocoel, it is filled by a fluid called as hemolymph. So in the hemolymph, what happens, all the cells and tissues, they are bathed in the blood completely. They are immersed into the blood, or they remain bathed into the blood. So there is direct contact between the blood and the cells. So that was called as open circulatory system. Whereas here in closed circulation, what happens? Blood flows in the blood vessels, which are tube-like structures. So there is no contact between the cells and the body tissues. Where is this closed circulation found? It is found in all the vertebrates, higher mollusks and annelids. Higher mollusks like snails, yes, annelids like earthworms, and all the vertebrates. That means all the animals which has properly developed vertebral column, they are all called as vertebrates. So let us proceed in detail with closed circulation. Now closed circulation, it can be divided into two main types. That is single circulation, and the second one is double circulation. Let us study in detail first single circulation and then double circulation. Now single circulation. Now single circulation, it is mainly found in fishes. What exactly is single circulation? In single circulation, the blood passes through the heart only once during each cycle. Now what happens? This is the circulatory system of fish. Okay. Now you can see this is the heart. This is the heart of fish. Now blood, it is pumped from the heart. It goes to the gills. From the gills, it is given or it is distributed to the different parts of the body. From the different parts of the body, veins collect deoxygenated blood, and again it reaches to the heart. Okay, here you can see it starts from the heart, it goes to the gills. From the gills, oxygenated blood is distributed to the different parts of the body of fish, and the deoxygenated blood, with the help of veins, it again come back to the heart. So this entire is one complete cycle. So this one complete cycle, in this blood flows, in this blood flows only once. You can see in this entire process, blood flows only once in the heart. Blood comes in the heart only once. So such circulation is called as single circulation. So in single circulation, blood passes through the heart only once during each cycle. So this is called as single circulation. Now what happens in single circulation? Deoxygenated blood is pumped from the heart towards gills where it undergoes oxygenation. Now here in the heart, when we see heart of the fish, it has one atrium, that is one auricle, and one ventricle. Veins, it brings out deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means what? The blood does not have enough amount of oxygen, so such blood is called as deoxygenated blood. So deoxygenated blood is pumped from the heart. Deoxygenated blood is pumped from the heart, and this deoxygenated blood, with the help of artery, it goes to the gills. Now we know in fishes, where gaseous exchange takes place between water and the gills, obviously in the gills. Okay, where gaseous exchange takes place? In the gills. Gills is the site of respiration or site of gaseous exchange. So here oxygen is absorbed in the gills. The gills, they take up oxygen, and hence the blood becomes oxygenated. Okay, so that is why it is said that deoxygenated, that is impure blood, that is having less amount of oxygen, such deoxygenated blood is pumped from the heart. It is pumped from the heart towards the gills. You can see this is gill capillaries. So towards the gills where it undergoes oxygenation. That means gaseous exchange takes place. Oxygen comes inside the gills, or oxygen is absorbed by the gills. Later what happens? This oxygenated blood, it moves towards various parts of the body, gets deoxygenated and returned back to the heart for the next cycle. So here in the gills, the blood, how it becomes? It becomes oxygenated. So this oxygenated blood, where it moves, you can see the arrow. Yes, it gets oxygenated and it moves towards the different parts of the body of the fish. Okay, and then here it is the body parts. Now this body parts, obviously it will carry out metabolic processes, and the waste product is carbon dioxide. Yes, so here it gives out, it becomes deoxygenated. Yes, so this deoxygenated blood, it again returns back to the heart for the next cycle. Okay, so this one entire cycle is completed. So this is called as single circulation. Okay, so this is called a single circulation. So the deoxygenated blood from the different body parts, it is carried out by veins. From the veins, again it is back given to the heart. That is deoxygenated blood. Okay, so such type of circulation is called as single circulation. Where it is found? It is found in fishes. So that is why the last point it says, since the heart of the fish carries only deoxygenated blood, it is called as venous heart. heart of the fish, what it is called as? Venous heart. Venous heart, why it is called as venous heart? Because heart of the fish, it has only deoxygenated blood. There is no oxygen present in the blood in the heart. Okay, so as it carries only deoxygenated blood, that is where the blood is deficient of oxygen. There is very much less amount of oxygen in the blood in the heart. That is why it is called as venous heart. Okay, so I hope you understood the concept of single circulation. In the single circulation, what happens? The blood passes through the heart only once in each cycle. During each cycle, the blood, it passes through the heart only once. That is why it is called as single circulation. Next is double circulation. Now, what is double circulation? In double circulation, blood passes through the heart twice during each cycle. In fishes we had studied that it passes, this is one entire cycle from the heart. It starts from the heart, it comes back again to the heart only once. That is why it was called as single circulation. In double circulation, what happens? Blood passes through the heart twice during each cycle. Where it is found? It is found or it occurs in birds and mammals. All the birds and mammals, they are a good example of double circulation. Now it includes, what does it include? Pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. Double circulation, it is basically of two types, or it is divided, or it includes two types of circulation. First is pulmonary circulation and second is systemic circulation. So let us study in detail pulmonary circulation. Now pulmonary circulation, the circulation of blood from the heart to the lungs for oxygenation and back to the heart is called as pulmonary circulation. Here you can see, as I said, mammals and birds, they are a good example of double circulation. Now we can see here is the heart. Now in mammals, heart is four-chambered. That means the upper chambers, okay, this is the heart, it is four-chambered heart. So you can see here are the auricles. The upper chamber, they are called as auricles. This is first auricle, second auricle, whereas the lower chambers, they are called as ventricles. Okay, now what happens in pulmonary circulation? The circulation of blood from the heart to the lungs. Okay, when the circulation takes place from the heart to the lungs, such time and back again to the heart, that is called as pulmonary circulation. Now in these animals, heart pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs for oxygenation and it returns to the heart as oxygenated blood. Now what happens? Heart pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs. As I said, heart, it has four chambers. Auricles, two auricles and two ventricles. This is the right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Now when the blood goes from the heart to the lungs, why does it goes from the heart to the lungs? To get oxygen, to receive oxygen. Why to receive oxygen? Because here the right auricle and the right ventricle, they get deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated means what? That blood is less in oxygen. So to get more oxygen, when the blood flows from the right auricle and from the right ventricle to the lungs for oxygenation, And when oxygenated blood, when it comes from the lungs to the heart, basically left auricle and left ventricle, this is called as pulmonary circulation. Now in these animals, heart pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs for oxygenation and returns to the heart as oxygenated blood. Now the question is, from where does this right auricle and right ventricle, from where does they receive deoxygenated blood? इनको deoxygenated blood कहाँ से मिलता है? Now here is vena cava. Okay. Now what is the function of vena cava? To bring deoxygenated blood. Here is a man. Okay. Now the man, it has different cells and tissues. They carry out different metabolic process, and the waste product, that is after carrying out metabolic process, the waste product is carried out by capillaries, that is deoxygenated blood is carried out by capillaries, then it joins the veins. Okay, capillaries, then venules, and then veins. From the veins it is then given to vena cava. Okay. Now the heart of human being, it has superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. This both vena cava, it carries deoxygenated blood. So this deoxygenated blood, that is impure blood, or you can say oxygen deficient blood, this deoxygenated blood, you can see blue color, it indicates deoxygenated blood, whereas the red color, it indicates oxygenated blood. So through the vena cava, the deoxygenated blood, it comes into the right auricles or right atrium. Okay, through the vena cava, the deoxygenated blood, it comes into the right atrium. From the right atrium, it comes into the right ventricle. Now ventricles, they are the lower chambers. Both the ventricles, what is the function of ventricles? They are the pumping chambers. They pump the blood. So the deoxygenated blood from the right atrium, it comes into the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, with the help of pulmonary artery, it goes to lungs for oxygenation, that is for purification. So pulmonary artery, through the pulmonary artery, it goes to the lungs. Now let me tell you, pulmonary artery, it is the only artery which carries deoxygenated blood. Usually we know arteries carry deoxygenated blood, arteries carry oxygenated blood. Yes, that is pure blood. But pulmonary artery, it is the only artery, it is the only exceptional artery which carries deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle, and it gives to the lungs for oxygenation. Okay. Now when blood is oxygenated, that is when blood gets enough amount of oxygen, this oxygenated blood, it is given or it is taken up by pulmonary vein. Now we know that veins, they carry impure blood, but pulmonary vein, it is the only vein in the body. We know that pulmonary vein, let me tell you, pulmonary vein and pulmonary artery, they are the exceptional arteries and veins. The function of artery is to carry pure blood, but in case of pulmonary artery, it is the only artery which carries deoxygenated blood, which gives to the lungs. From the lungs, the blood becomes oxygenated. The oxygenated blood, it is carried by pulmonary vein. From the pulmonary vein, it goes to the left auricle, and from the left auricle, the oxygenated blood is given to the left ventricle, and the left ventricle, it pumps the blood, and then it goes to the aorta, and from the aorta it comes to the heart. So you can see here blood is coming to the heart 2 times. Yes, पहले वो पल्मोनरी आर्टरी में आता है, पहले वो राइट ऑरिकल में आता है, बाद में राइट वेंट्रिकल में. यस, दे बोथ आर पार्ट ऑफ हार्ट. राइट वेंट्रिकल से वो कहा जाता है टू द लंग्स, फ्रॉम द लंग्स अगेन इट इज कमिंग बैक टू द हार्ट. So it is coming in the heart twice, and that is why it is called as double circulation. And pulmonary circulation means what? Circulation between the heart and the lungs is called as pulmonary circulation. Pulmon means lungs, okay? So circulation between the heart and the lungs, that is called as pulmonary circulation. Now systemic circulation. Now what do you mean by systemic circulation? The oxygenated blood is pumped from the heart towards various body parts except lungs. Now here we had seen that aorta. Here the left side, always remember, right side of the heart, it deals with deoxygenated blood, whereas left side of the heart, it always deals with oxygenated blood. Right side impure blood, that is deoxygenated, left side always with oxygenated. So when the left side of the blood, left side of the heart, that is when left auricle and left ventricle, when it receives oxygenated blood through the aorta, you can see this part is aorta, okay? Through the aorta, it is given to the different systems of the body. ये pure blood पूरा कहा जाता है to the various systems of the body. जैसे it will go to kidneys, it will go to intestine, it will go to what you can say, different parts, liver. So it, as it goes to different system, that is why it is called as systemic circulation. And from that different system, through the capillaries, it will go to each and every cell, that is blood tissues. So as pure blood or oxygenated blood, as it goes to different systems of the body, it is called as systemic circulation. Whereas pulmonary circulation means what? Circulation between the heart and the lungs, and again from the lungs to the heart, such is called as pulmonary circulation. Whereas systemic circulation means what? When blood is circulated from the heart to the different parts of the body, to the different systems of the body, like kidneys, liver, intestine. So this is called as systemic circulation. Now human heart, it shows double circulation. As I said, double circulation means what? First, deoxygenated blood through the vena cava, it comes to the heart. First time it is coming to the heart. So this deoxygenated blood, it comes to the heart. The right ventricle, it pumps the blood, the deoxygenated blood. Right ventricle, it pumps deoxygenated blood through the pulmonary artery. It goes to the lungs. From the lungs, again it comes back to the heart. First to the right or left auricle, then left ventricle. From the left ventricle again to the aorta. So as twice, you can see, as twice the blood is coming to the heart. That is why this is called as double circulation, or this type of circulation is called as double circulation. Here we see with a proper diagram. As I said, heart, it is basically humans or basically mammals. It has 4-chambered heart. It is found in birds also, okay? So mammals, you can see it has 4-chambered heart. Right atrium or right auricle, left auricle. Right ventricle, left ventricle. Auricles, they are the receiving chambers. Ventricles, they are the pumping chambers. They pump the blood. Here we have 2 vena cava, superior vena cava, inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava, it collects deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body, whereas superior vena cava, it collects deoxygenated blood from the upper part of the body. So the deoxygenated blood you can see from both the arrows. First it comes to the right atrium or right auricle. From the right auricle, it comes to the to the right ventricle. So the deoxygenated blood, it comes from the right atrium or right auricle, then it comes to the right ventricle. This deoxygenated blood, then it goes, you can see with the help of arrow, so it is then carried with the help of pulmonary artery to the lungs. Okay, from the lungs with the help of pulmonary vein, pulmonary artery, it is the only artery in the body which carries deoxygenated blood, whereas pulmonary vein, it is the only vein which carries oxygenated blood. You can see with the help of arrows that pulmonary vein is bringing oxygenated blood. The red color indicates oxygenated blood. This oxygenated blood, you can see it is coming here in left auricle. From the left auricle, it is coming into the left ventricle. As we know, ventricles, they are the pumping chambers. So left ventricle, it pumps the oxygenated blood. When it pumps the oxygenated blood, it then goes into the aorta. Aorta then divide into blood vessels, and through the blood vessels it then goes to the different parts of the body. So such type of circulation, as blood comes into the heart two times or twice, this is called as double circulation. So this is diagrammatic form. We'll see in flow chart form. Right auricle, left ventricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. Auricles, they are the receiving chambers. Ventricles, they are the pumping chambers. Now, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, what do? They bring deoxygenated blood to the heart, that is impure blood to the heart. Now, this deoxygenated blood पहले वो कहाँ आता है? Right atrium में, that is right auricle में. From the right auricle, it then goes to the right ventricle. Right ventricle क्या करता है? It pumps the deoxygenated blood. This deoxygenated blood, with the help of pulmonary artery, it goes to the lungs. Okay, with the help of pulmonary artery, right ventricle, it all has deoxygenated blood. This deoxygenated blood, it then goes with the help of pulmonary artery, it goes to the lungs. Lungs में gaseous exchange होते हैं. Lungs, in the lungs we respire, so we get oxygen, so the blood becomes oxygenated. This oxygenated blood, with the help of pulmonary vein, again it is given back to the heart. In which part of the heart? In the left atrium. From the left atrium, the oxygenated blood goes to the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, what does left ventricle does? It pumps the blood. The pumping action of blood, or this oxygenated, when it pumps the blood, the oxygenated blood goes into the aorta. Aorta then divides into branches, that is branches of dorsal aorta, basically blood vessels, that is artery. Okay, aorta is the largest artery. So then it goes to the tissues, that is cells, different type of cells. The oxygenated blood, it then goes to the tissues or cells. Cells carry out metabolic activities, and again deoxygenated blood is collected. This deoxygenated blood from the tissues, with the help of veins, it is then given to superior vena cava, and thus then the next cycle begins. So as you can see here, two times or twice the heart receives blood. So such type of circulation is called as double circulation. I hope you understood with the flow chart as well as diagrammatic form. So here I complete with the double circulation. So I stop the lecture over here itself.